Distinguished Chair, deputies, esteemed guests, members of the press, I greet all of you with my most heartfelt sentiments and with my deepest regards. Our national poet and the deputy from Burdur, Mehmet Akif Ersoy, I once again commemorate him with great longing and with God's blessings. May God bless him and may God host him in his heaven. Together with the Speaker of the Parliament and the Governor of Gallipoli and everyone who contributed to this exhibition, I'd like to thank all of them on behalf of my nation for carrying out this service for the memory of Mehmet Akif Ersoy. One of the important figures that was raised in our country in the past century was Mehmet Akif Ersoy, the author of our Independence March. He was a symbol of our wisdom and knowledge tradition. With his important works, his personality, and with his deep knowledge and ethics, he enjoys a special location, a special position in the hearts of our people. He has given us the Independence March, but with his life, his stance, and with his important works like the Safahat, he is an important Muslim intellectual. He spoke Turkish quite well. He was able to bring the most important, deepest ideas into the simplest words. His life was spent with poetry, and he was putting poetry into his life like a painter. He lived like he believed, and he wrote like he lived, and when needed, he also had to pay the price for his stance. During the First World War, he was an officer of the intelligence agency, and he has worked in different corners of our geography at the time. He was the representative of the unity of Islam. He was also an important leader of defiance. In order to protect the 600-year-old important state, the important plane tree from collapsing, he traveled all around the Ottoman geography. He has addressed people, he advocated for hope rather than despair, and freedom rather than submission. Especially during his sermon at a mosque in Kastamonu, he said, despite the unrest or despite the division or factionalism that is put inside us, and despite all other reasons to be fragmented, we have to be hand in hand and head to head. We have to work together towards unity. Otherwise, we may lose our lives, we may lose the afterlife as well as this worldly life. We have to achieve, and the rest will hopefully be easier. Yes, wars, occupations, and migrations. He was able to express the suffering of all of these developments, and with many other sermons that he wrote, he has built the spiritual and ideal front of our independence war. He was able to express our love for independence and our spiritual and physical values in the best way possible in our national anthem, and he was able to give morale, courage and hope to our people. On 12th of March, it will be the centennial of the acceptance of the Independence March as our national anthem, and it is a sign of our understanding of independence. He defended those who did not keep silent against injustice. He is a poet of all of these people. He also voiced the concerns of all those victims who were oppressed by the so-called civilization. With all of these characteristics, he is an important figure that is accepted and valued by everyone in our nation. Hopefully, with what he wrote and with his struggle, he will continue living as a national hero in the hearts of our people. People who deal with wisdom leave their lives as a model behind after they pass, and they leave their works. And similarly, Mehmet Akif left such a treasury behind for us to learn from. He has given a great independence march to this nation, and this has been a guide for salvation for different peoples of the world. Everyone who reads or understands the words receives this similar emotions in their hearts, because it's a torch of independence. The Independence March is not only a symbol of our independence, but it's also a national agreement text which brings together our 83 million citizens. Our political ideas, opinions, our factions, our sects might be different, but for all 84 million, the Independence March is a common meeting point, because on the centennial of our Independence March in 2021, was declared as the year of the national anthem and Mehmet Akif Ersoy, with full agreement of the 5 political parties in the parliament. Political parties from different wings have abandoned their political disagreements and have agreed for this decision. A century ago, when Anatolia was on fire, there was a full agreement on the Independence March, which was established around our parliament. Despite the daily tensions of everyday politics, when it comes to Independence March, we have an exemplary and important solidarity. The Turkish politics and democracy, and for the future of our nation, this stance is a very important gaining. No matter, even if it's a very small circle, there are certain groups who are offended by proudly chanting our Independence March. They take representation power from the nation, but they rather serve the divisive powers on the Kandil Mountain, and they openly express these ideas. This mentality, at the same time, has problems with the independence and the future of this nation as well. But despite them, we will continue doting on our independence. Just like 100 years ago we tore away the Sèvres Agreement, we do the same against subcontractors like FETÖ, PKK or Daesh. We tear away the modern Sèvres which are being imposed on our country. Against those who salute terror, we salute our flag with the crescent and the moon. We protect it even if it costs our lives. And our national anthem, we're going to sing it even louder and in greater enthusiasm. All 84 million people are brought together at the same common denominator of Turkey, and we will build our future together. The values that are preached by the national anthem, if we comply with those values, we can have a secure outlook towards the future. The year 2021 that we're experiencing at the moment is going to be an opportunity where we strengthen our solidarity and brotherhood as a nation. And the way to achieve this, of course, goes through the great lines of our national anthem, which starts saying "Fear not," and learning the life of the poet and teaching it. Starting with our youth, which are the guarantee of our future, different segments of society should know about the life of Mehmet Akif and his principles, his struggle, and his fights. And hopefully, by using the year 2021 as an opportunity, we will achieve this together. This exhibition was prepared in collaboration by different agencies as an opportunity to thank and to commemorate Mehmet Akif, who was a member of the parliament. It's an important step, and by taking into consideration the pandemic measures, everyone who has the opportunity, especially the youth, are invited to visit our exhibition. And as I conclude my remarks, once again I congratulate everyone who made this exhibition possible, and in all government agencies, great poets, thinker, intellectual, Mehmet Akif Ersoy. Once again, I commemorate him in great respect. Just like him, just like he said, may we never have to write another independence march.
Bu gece idrak edeceğimiz
I also congratulate your Miraj night, and hopefully I pray that this night will be an opportunity for the salvation of all humanity. And once again, I greet all of you. Peace be with you.
Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza şükranlarımızı sunuyoruz. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız, yüksek müsaadelerinizle sahnede sizi biraz ağırlayacağız efendim. Bugünün anlam ve önemine binaen zat-ı halinize hediye takdim edilecek. Hediye takdimi için Meclis Başkanımız Sayın Mustafa Şentop'u sahneye davet edeceğiz.